Oh my god. Hello, everyone. So nice to meet you. My name is Isabella, and I wanted to make a video about the wrap up of my 2024 and what I've learned so far in this amazing, wonderful year as someone who is just starting out their journey in both affiliate marketing, but also a future goal of mine of becoming an author. And basically, this YouTube channel I want to create is going to be the journey to that and what's going to happen afterwards. So, can't wait. And I maybe 6 months or a year go back to this video and be like, oh my God, I made it happen. So excited. But to the topic of this video, I wanted to share the wrap up of how 2024 has become the biggest change for me in my whole life. So I am 22 years old. Amazing meeting you all, and just gonna get started. So, the first thing I was really taught here in 2024 is I am not gonna get to my goals, the destination that I want, if I don't take the amount of action needed to get there, right? And that sounds pretty simple, but over this past year, especially in affiliate marketing, I have been able to make around $2,000. Really proud of it. But in a year, that's also not a lot. And that is because mostly I did not take the right amount of action to get there. I took some action for a few days, then I would stop, and I would continue like that over and over and over again. And this last part of 2024, I have been taking massive action in order to get to the goals that I want to make. And I can definitely feel the change in me personally, so I'm very excited to see where that's gonna get me. Second thing I learned in 2024 is how important it is to have the right community around you, right? Like I was fortunate enough to find a space where I could be around other amazing entrepreneurs who wants the same things I want or in the similar direction, just growth, wanting more out of life. And I was able to be part of that. And I'm so grateful for it because being around other people who wants what you want and knowing how to get there and they can show you and you can show them in return is has been such a big change in me and a big what's it called? It's so much easier to get faster to where you want to go when you're not alone. Like as most people know, humans are not meant to do things alone. We're meant to do it in packs and groups. And I was able to find that in that community, which I'm so grateful for. And the third thing I learned this year too is it's a excuse me. It's okay to invest in yourself, to be healthy, not only your body, like training, food, whatever you want, but also investing in your time and energy into what you want also for your mental health, right? I've never had such a strong mental state before because of how much time and energy I have invested into the things that I do now. And I'm gonna get into it later, but that's not what this video is about, so tune in for that. um, and the fourth thing, and this is probably the most impactful one yet, is having a mentor. I cannot stress enough how important it has been not only for my success, but the success I have seen other people have just because they had a mentor who already is at the point where I want to be, not only financially, but also mentally wise. That is so important. Like all our lives, who do we learn how to read from, to write, count, whatever? We learn it from others, teachers, mentors, family, whatever. We learn it from someone else. And having a mentor who shows me how to get to that point where the mentor is has fundamentally changed everything about who I am. And it's not so much, ooh, the old me, the new me. No, it's just I have had certain values that I have chosen to look at and say, okay, this does not benefit me. And I see now that I need to get new values that benefit me. And I'm still getting there. Like, I have so far to go, and I'm so excited to see where I'm gonna not end up, because the journey never really ends, but how much I'm gonna grow in just a month from now. So, excited about that, and the new values I'm gonna get and the values I'm gonna grow. So, very excited about that one. And the next one, the fifth one, is learning how to say no. That is probably one of the hardest things for me has been in the entire world, is saying no. Like, it's a short word, N and O, no, right? But me, a previous people pleaser, like, learning how to say no, and I'm still learning it, has been such a big reason why I've grown stronger as well. Because now I am saying no to that which no longer serves me. It can be certain activities, people, events, excuse me. And it can be hard saying no, because previously I would usually be like, okay, I want to join this event, I want to be with these people. And it's not because people are not nice anymore, but it's just in order to get to where I want to be as an entrepreneur and an author, there are certain things I have to value more. And I am valuing them, and I'm getting to that point I want to get to, but that also means I have to say no to a lot of the things I used to find joy in. And honestly, along the way, and I'm not saying that you should do what I do, this is just what helped me, but I don't find joy in it anymore. I don't find joy in going out to certain events or going out with certain people, because I just, at the end of the day, okay, X, Y, and Z happened today, but it also happened at what happened last time and the time before that. So I am so grateful that I'm learning how to say no more, and realizing what serves me, what serves my heart, and what serves my goals, in order so I can serve others. So realizing that I have the gift of and the privilege of being able to say no is something I am so grateful for, that I'm not only learning how to use, but that I also have. So, so grateful for that. And also something that a lot of people have told me, but once you really realize what it means, like, your whole world goes like, why didn't I not know that sooner? And it is, if you listen to opinions of other people, and especially the opinions of people whose lives you don't want to live, and people who are who's gonna hold you down, then you're not gonna get very far. If I used to do this so much, and it's also one of the reasons why I did not take enough action, and I did not make a commitment to myself to be disciplined enough, to be committed enough to my goals, is that I kept listening to people who told me to stop, who told me not to keep going, not to do X, Y, and Z, because it would not serve me, it would not do this, this, and this. And honestly, being able to stop listening to that has been such a blessing, because now we can always ignore what people are telling us, right? We can always say, I don't want to listen to you, but sometimes people are still going to talk even if we don't want to listen to them. And just removing myself from the space of the opinions, of those opinions that doesn't serve me, is just a huge weight off of my chest personally, because I don't listen to it anymore. It's not in my space. I removed myself from those opinions, and therefore there was space for the opinions I wanted and frankly needed to hear very much, which I'm gonna get into later as well. Um, that's another thing I learned, which I'm so grateful for. And another thing I have been learning recently, and I'm gonna continue learning, because this is this is definitely something that's gonna help me move forward. And that is collecting the no's. So for anyone who is doing similar to what I'm doing, wanting to check out the entrepreneurial space, becoming an author, just doing something in a field where you want to be very successful, you want to be known. Like, one thing you need to learn how to deal with is getting rejected. It is collecting the no's. People will tell you no over and over and over again. They don't need your services, they don't want to do what you're doing. And that's fine, because when you keep going, when you keep learning, at some point you're going to start collecting the yes. And it's not just going to be one yes or two, it's going to be over and over and over again. And that's been hard for me to see because I did not deal with rejection very well. That took me months and months to learn. And frankly, I am still learning it. It's an ongoing process. There are good and bad days, right? But I'm so grateful that I'm able to tell you guys this because I want you guys to get to know me and who I am. And again, when I'm going to watch this in a year, like, I'm going to be excited to see how well I'm collecting those no's. And the last thing I want to discuss in this video before I wrap it up is to also something I've done very recently that I'm very grateful that I realized, and that is also part of my 2024 is protecting my peace, protecting my journey. Like, can't even tell you how much that has changed everything for me. So I learned, and this also ties back to a lot of what I've already said, being in a community around people who are going to support you and uplift you is going to help you protect your goals and your values. And that also comes with that I had to remove myself from communities that did not serve my goal or who I am as a person, and actually help me back from what gives me peace, what gives me joy, and what gives me success. And realizing that it's more than okay to remove myself from these spaces, that it's more than okay that I get to protect myself, that makes it possible for me to flourish and work on my goals and do what I was called to do, which is to serve, right? Serving the people, like, that's something I want to do, and I finally have the tools to do it. So that is my wrap up of 2024. I am so grateful that you tuned in for this video. I'm still new in the online space, I'm new in the YouTube space. So thank you for tuning in, watching this to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.